welcome to MarathonJourney.com v6.49, where I use the Jeff Galloway run, walk, run marathon training method to overrun my goal. Well, not really overrun my goal, overrun the ultimate goal in 2 weeks, but not overrun the goal for today. Well, we did overrun it by a little bit, but I digress. Today's run is the last long run before we head to Santa Rosa, or the Santa Rosa Marathon half, 10K, 5K, Charlie Brown, Snoopy Peanuts, fun run, everything they have going up there. And so we needed to get in some decent mileage that's going to help us as we do that half marathon. So half marathon is 13.11 miles. So today we ran 14.12 miles, a little over a mile past our ultimate goal for 2 weeks. Why is it that we overrun our goal? Well, let me see. Running is one of the few sports that there are coaches that people deem as being credible who tell you never to train to your full potential, or never to train to the event. In ice hockey, you don't train to skate for 3 periods. You train to skate for 4 periods, 5 periods. Then you do line sprints, and then you skate, and you come back and you scrimmage, and you're dead tired by the end. Baseball, you don't try 9 innings worth. You go hours and hours and hours of training. Drag racing, you don't try to run the car for 1/8 of a mile because it's a 1/4 mile track. Running is the only sport where people, for some reason, believe that you can go part of the distance and you'll be fine to do the rest. That is not the case. To any coach who says do not run the full distance, I say to you, you are full of hooey, and you really should not be a coach. You need to train for the full distance and beyond the full distance, so when it comes time to actually run the full distance, it won't be a shock to your system. The reason that people hit the wall, and people talk about the wall, especially in marathons, and you expect the wall normally occurs within 10% of your longest training run, plus or minus. And that's your body saying, okay, this is as far as you've gone, forget it, I'm not going any farther. Outside of fatigue, because you've overtrained, that's the #1 reason for that happening. So what you want to do is make sure that you train beyond that finish line. You never train for running 100 meters by running 50 meters. You run 120 meters. That way when that finish line comes and that tape comes to you, you're running through that tape. You don't want to run almost to the finish line and be out of gas and then have to run up to it. You want to run through that finish line. And for that reason, Jeff Galloway and any other credible trainer will tell you, if you're going to run a half marathon, run 14 and a half miles. If you're going to run a marathon, train to 27, 28 miles, 30 miles. The farther past that goal you train, the easier it is to be even faster when you run the shorter distance. So that's what we did today. Heat was brutal. We got up this morning at 3:30. At 4:30 it was 76 degrees. So it was not a pleasant run, but we got out there and got it done. Only saw one beaver this time. But we said thank you to the beaver for making our run a little more pleasant and giving us a little bit of a distraction. But we got that done. It's under our belt, and next week, a nice taper. Nice, easy 3-4 miles just to get out there and move our feet, and then we rest as we get ready for Santa Rosa. How about you? Are you training for something? Well, don't undertrain. Make sure that you overrun your goals, and that way it'll be a lot easier. But nothing's going to be easy unless you open up that door, put one foot in front of the other. And if you do that, I'll be seeing you out here on the road.